just about set to go. And on the mound today, Roki Sasaki. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
The first baseman, number 3, Bryce Harper.
And he deals. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And the first out of the game is an easy one. Trey Turner now.
Batting second, the shortstop.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Popped up. Settles underneath it. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And here comes Alec Boehm. Line drive. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's the veteran first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Wheeler, a 6'4" righty, 34-year-old vet, and he was awarded a Gold Glove in 2023. Late swing, foul to the left. And the 0-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. And a quick out, number 1. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. Here's Mookie to hit. And no one can get there. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
That's a hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
The batter now will be Will Smith.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
Runners on the move. Pitch outside. Base hit. 1 run is in. throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away. Muncy digs in. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush.
That's one of those lookout pitches. As soon as it leaves the pitcher's hand, you start bracing for impact, knowing that it's going to be hard to get out of the way of that one.
Now here is Andy Pajes. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Just missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Still only one out here in the inning. Base hit, 1 run is in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only 1 away.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Kepler brings it in, and there are 2 outs. So they're all loaded up. And now the rookie second baseman. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. The throw in, it's off the mark, and he scores.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Freeman in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. That's back there. Off the batter's eye, gone. Freddie Freeman bops one out of here. And they add on. It's 8-0. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Doubled in his first AB. This one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got his second double of the game. So 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Mookie Betts. Runner takes off for third. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, clear game plan coming in this one. Be aggressive against this starter. Try to knock him out of this ball game, and it looks like they're on their way to doing that. Get into the bullpen a little bit early. Could be a great offensive day.
Now before the pitch, he looks him back. Runner at second, 2 down. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss.
No ball,
Through the third, save. That wasn't close. And look out. That one gets him.
Right there.
The second man he's plunked in this one. 2 gone with runners at the corners. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard. Runner in from third to extend their lead.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Smith at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as it.
3.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So back here in L.A., Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Kyle Schwarber.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, gets him. One away on a drop third strike. This is Bryson's stop. Headed down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Throw to first in time.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
JT Realmuto now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swing and a miss. Wow. And the count is 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back here at Chavez Ravine, here's some real power at the plate. Max Muncy. That one gets down for a hit. Now he turns and heads for second. And it's a leadoff double as they look to keep pulling away.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but he got the bat on plane enough to fight it off the other way.
On its way to the corner, and that's a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Boom. There's one.
Out.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Fly to left his first time. In the air, center field. Marsh snags it for the second out. So a man aboard. Here's the second baseman. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Just missed.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Just missed.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Foul ball.
And that gets down into the gap. Muncy on his horse around third. He will score. Not stopping. He's going for 3.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep.
He's trying for third. Pitch in for a strike. No throw. Safe at third. It's a stolen base. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 12-0. Swing and a foul out of play. Late on that fastball.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Off the mark there. Now 1-2. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Fastball is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next pitch is downstairs.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone. And now it's Mookie Betts. And that's got extra bases written all over it. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. He's not stopping, on his way home. Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. Now he stops and he's able to get back into third.
Well done. Drives in the run. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Next to hit, Teoscar Hernandez. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A 2-run homer. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 15-0. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Marsh running hard. Drops into the glove, and that's the inning. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Brandon Marsh.
Sasaki back to work. Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
0-1's the count.
And it's 0-1. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
No ball,
He can
2
live
strikes.
up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. That's in for a strike.
0-1.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
0-2.
Well,
the
just
count.
threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now batting Max Kepler. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed
0-1's
hitter.
the count.
And it's fouled away. Two outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side in the third. And welcome back to the
Leading up
ballpark.
for the
Ready to
Dodgers,
go for the last
the third
half of the
baseman,
inning. And at the
Max
plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And the leadoff man aboard. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
Ball 1,
And
no
a pitch
strike.
out, but nothing going on. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball.
Runner
2
at first
strikes.
with no outs here. Swing and a miss. Wheeler gets the strikeout. Tommy Edman at the
The center
plate.
fielder, number 25, Tommy Edman.
And first offering is fouled off. Muncy leads off first with 1 away. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. To third. In there safely.
Great.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Wheeler checks over to first, and he's back. Now a chance for number 6. Kepler pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 5.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit.
Freeman.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. Runner on the go. Base hit, and a run comes in. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Next offering is in for a strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That's out to center field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow.
No.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Handled that down and in breaking ball very well. It saw the break early coming from the other side and just let it get deep enough and drop the barrel on it at the very last moment.
Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
And he punches one right back up the middle. That's what he does. Great contact. And a good start to the inning.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs.
Muncy, the throw to second, and it's a double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Boom. At the plate now. That's ball 1. Pitch is in there, and the count even 1-1. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays, and big on the gram, as the kids like. Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. And Kyle
Now
Schwarber
back,
will come up.
designated
Boog,
hitter,
you
Kyle
have any memorable
Schwarber.
hit by pitches yourself? Maybe high school, college?
No, but I
0-1.
almost did get decapitated by a foul ball at Old Tiger Stadium. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And it's 0-2. Bunts it straight back to the mound. Fires over to first. Schwarber out of the play. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the
Live from Dodger Stadium, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. And on the hill today, Tyler Glasnow. What do you look for here?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Glasnow makes the catch, and there's one away. So now here's the DH. Kyle Manzardo.
With Glasnow pitching today, I think about how intimidating it must be to face this guy. He's not just a tall pitcher. He's a 6'8" flamethrower, and that's not a comfortable experience for any lineup.
Ball one there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Next offering upstairs. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. 2 out. 2 down. Base is empty. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. In the air out towards right center. Squeezes it, and that is that. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And starting in this one, Tanner Bybee.
Trying to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Designated hitter. Go. Hey, Ohtani.
That one's upstairs, ball one.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline.
Swings here and blasts one left field. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
In the dirt, but kept close. And that one misses up and in. And now 3-0.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And the hitters count. Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck. Hauls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. Will Smith to the plate. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Ohtani, the runner at third. Betts at first, 2 out of the inning. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Puts the tag on him leaving the box, and that's the 3rd out. Top of the second. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians. Jhonkensy Noel. Glasnow back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Here's Lane Thomas. First
Nope,
pitch
that's
misses.
inside.
Glass now, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a two-seamer.
As a veteran out there on the bump, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
2 balls,
One out,
1 strike.
bases empty. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
The count is full.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Glass now, ready and deals. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Second inning here, no score. And that one fouled off. Towards first, sneaks through, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Throw on to Freeman. That's out number 3. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here comes Max Muncy.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. Out of here. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0. So digging in, Andy Pajes. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And that should be extra bases. Pajes on his way to third. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Hot shot to third. Back to the top of the lineup. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Ground ball up the middle. Nice stop. Not in time. He's safe. So bases all loaded up. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Base hit. 1 run in already. The throw into second, runner held at third, and they'll be loaded again with nobody out.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing.
He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there.
Double steal. And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias. Out towards right center field. Pajes ranging into the alley, reaching down and makes the grab. Here's Brian Rocchio. Rocchio, 24 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. One down, base is empty. And Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play, takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. To the right side, and that one handled. On to first, third out, and that ends the frame. Back here in L.A. as we go to the last of the third. And now the catcher comes up to him. Will Smith. Up and in, and that's ball 1.
Charlie's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitcher.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a couple more. It's 5-zip.
That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
just about set to go. And today on
Leading
the
off
hill,
tonight for the men,
Blake Snell. What should we keep an eye on here?
Four-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Got it. And one away. Here's Juan Soto. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
It's always an exciting day at the ballpark when you have a pitcher as good as Blake Snell on the mound. I mean, this lineup is dealing with a 6'4" lefty that does a great job of missing bats and has a variety of pitches that can beat you.
Next pitch off the plate, and it's 1-2.
Snell is tall, he can throw heat, and he's the type of pitcher that loves to throw his best stuff as much as possible, which includes a nasty curveball.
Two down, base is empty, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
0-2.
And that one is downstairs. And a count 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him. Strikes out. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And pitching in this game, Kodai Senga.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Climbs the ladder and makes the catch. Now it's Mookie Betts.
Shortstop, Mookie Betts.
And first offering is fouled off. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Alonso. And they put the tag on him for the out. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
And now 2-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken
Toss to Alonso. That's the third out. Inning over. Back here at Chavez Ravine. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Snell back to work. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Makes the sliding stop. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. And now it's Mark Vientos. Swing and a miss. It's
No
0-1.
ball. One strike.
Snell, a former Cy Young Award winner, he features a four-seam fastball, a slurve,
That's a ball.
a changeup, and he works in a slider. And a 1-1. Late with the swing there.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Step off throw to first. Nimmo back on a dive. And a ball evens the count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground. And it goes just foul. And the pitch. Good eye right there.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Jesse Winker. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
No score here in the second. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Over to first, and he's saved. Battling here as he fouls it away. Nimmo leads off first with 1 away. Hit on the ground to the right side. Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Reset.
Two on, one out. Alvarez, the next to hit.
Francisco.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball. 1 strike.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Right side, hard hit. And he takes it himself for the out. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Jeff McNeil stands in.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Two outs, 2 in scoring position here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
And there's a ball.
That's a really good take.
Good job to fight that one off. 2 on, 2 outs.
Count's full.
Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. And that'll load the bases.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Jose Siri in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Nope. That's inside.
Bases loaded, top of the second. Cut on and missed. Good changeup right there. It's 2 and 2. Just missed.
Okay.
Strike 3. Got him with the backdoor breaking. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Inside,
No, that's a
just
ball.
missed.
2-0.
Ground ball, left side. Vientos whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And another ball.
2 balls. No strike.
Swings and misses. And that's strike 1.
2 and 1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
stretches out and hauls it in. The batter now will be Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. That one fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty.
1-1.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he offered at it. That's a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
2 outs. And that misses. Now 2-0.
Well, knowing that this hitter's got holes in his swing, because he's got so much power, pitcher still can get a little too tight, afraid to make a mistake.
Late that time, and it's strike 2. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0. So 2 away with nobody on. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Alonso makes the play, and it's out number 3. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count. Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The 0-2. That one ripped, and that's just foul. Pitch in the dirt, and the count 1-2. And that just misses. Got him swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And now it's Juan Soto. Struck out swinging his first time. That's outside. Ball 1.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1 now.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's Pete Alonso. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Outside low. 1-0.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
And that one fouled off. That's inside. Soto, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And a foul ball. Snellzilla picks up the strikeout.
Now
Brandon Nimmo digs in now. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Throw, save.
He's good.
Not the best swing that time from the first round pick.
2 straight.
That one not close. 1-2 to count. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss for the strikeout.
He's dead.
Safe at first as they can't make the play. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. And takes low for ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugouts.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. And save! A close play at the plate, and that scores a run on the wild pitch. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Snell checks the runner, and he's out! And they got him. That ends the inning. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. That misses the zone, and that is ball. Rojas measures 6 feet even, 190 pounds. Usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. Swing and a miss.
Well, one thing he'll find is that a lot of the time the play is to your back. You're moving to your right. You've got to throw back to first base. That's the difference between shortstop and second. You're usually moving into the play at shortstop. Second base, not so much.
Siri in position. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Shohei Ohtani
Now
up to the dish. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Ohtani
Swings through that one for strike 1.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Next offering is down low. 1 out, base is empty. He hauls it in, 2 away. Here's Mookie now. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Vientos zips it across, and Betts is set down. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And that's down and away.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Fouled off down the right side. Cracks his bat and pops him up, and that's a foul ball. Three and 2 now. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Fouled off. He was late. Liner, and this could be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Vientos headed for the plate. Relay throw home. He's safe. We are tied at 2.
Big RBI for him right there. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Alvarez, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. On the ground right side. Slings to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Good fade and sinking action to that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly. 3-2. They take the lead. And now it's Jose Siri.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep.
Now pitching for the
So they turn things over to the righty, Tony Gonsolin.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper. Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balance.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. The run scores all the way from first. And they take a two-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Lindor stands at second with two gone. Runner takes off. Pitch inside. Throw to third. Save. In the dirt. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. Next offering is downstairs.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. That one in the dirt, and that's ball one. Traffic on the bases with three already across top half of inning number 4. On the ground to short. Betts whips it to first. And that takes care of bottom 4 and down the first. Baseman Freddie Freeman.
The first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Nimmo makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Grounded out his first time up. Inside. And that's ball one. Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first. And Hernandez is out. And here comes Tommy Edman. He's 0 for 1. And there's a foul ball. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's a nice job of taking that pitch on the outside the other way and just beat the shift. This guy's not known for using the whole field, but right there he took what was
Siri makes the grab, and that'll do it. And we're back.
Leading
Now
off
the
for
left
Mets,
fielder,
the
Brandon
left fielder,
Nimmo.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Gonsolin back to work. Just missed. Gonsolin, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Gonsolin turns, fires. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 2. That one missed. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. First pitch swinging.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering misses. 1-1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Pitch misses. 2-1.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. And that one is inside, ball 1. Goes down swinging for the strikeout, and the runner holds. Stepping in, Francisco Alvarez has grounded out a couple of times. Swings through that one.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity. Foul ball.
Vientos off of first with 2 away. That just misses, and the count is 1-2. And the slider just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one misses, and it's 3-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Edman makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy.
The third baseman, Max.
That one ripped but foul.
You know, these Dodgers need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That one just misses. Now 1-2. And a good eye there.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Here's the 2-2. Way back there. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
2 hits for him in this one. Both were extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
At the plate, Andy Pappas. And foul ball. That just misses. And 1-1. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Everything came together for him. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-1. Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Throws to second for 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer. Here's Shohei Ohtani. 2 in this one. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 2 down, nobody on. Siri going back on it. Out of here! A soaring shot to center. And it ties it up. It's 4-4. Here's Betts. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
2-0.
Senga. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center. All set for the top of the 6th. And now here is Jeff McNeil. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Jose Siri up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. There's a strike. Siri measures 6 feet 2 inches. 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Next offering misses down and away. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next pitch misses outside. 2-1. There's a strike. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Gonsolin fires. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Fastball for a strike. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. And that one is lifted in the air. Pajes on his way over and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back here in L.A., and here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And that one misses up and in. Ball 1. And another ball. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. And it's into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A chance now to take the lead. And at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Now, Teoscar Hernandez. That one catches the zone. Strike one. And that's a base hit. And that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game. So great job there stepping up to the challenge. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Into center field. That'll fall for a hit. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and it's now 5-4. First and second, no outs. And up to the plate is Will Smith. In the dirt, blocked. Hernandez on second. Edman on at first with nobody out. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. One run across, coming home. Now a relay to the plate.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. He thought about it, but instead returns to second. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. That misses the zone. 1-0.
No, that's a ball.
Runner at second here, one gone. In the dirt. Liner, base hit. Smith around third. He'll score.
Comes through with the RBI. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Rojas stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. The two-run shot. It's 10-4. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Number 81.
Outside low, and it's 1-0.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. Man at first, Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one pulled foul. The big sixth spot already on the board this inning here in the bottom of the sixth.
Ball.
Next pitch is outside.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now two aboard.
The first
Here
baseman,
is
number
Freddie
5,
Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. Could be extra bases. Coming home. One run is in. Flying around third is Betts. He'll score. Two runs are in.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. 110 miles per hour, and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing.
On the ground to third. And this one looks like trouble. Freeman around third. He will score.
Picks himself up an RBI. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Toss to Alonso. And they get Edman for the out. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That's hard hit on the line. And foul ball. Hernandez at second with 2 down. And the next pitch is way outside. High fly ball out towards left field. Nimmo makes the grab. And that will end the inning. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing. Growing up, who is your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic, still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just missing there. The countdown 2-2. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And a foul ball.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze. And it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears? Number 70 into the game. He's into the game, but the base is empty.
Justin
Nimmo at the plate now as he chases after that one.
Strike.
Tap foul at the plate. Just off the inside edge. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.